Sokito Scudetta has arrived, and if you're looking for a soccer cleat that's lightweight, comfortable, affordable, and gentler on the planet, look no further because the Scudetta ticks all of those boxes. So you might be wondering, who are Sokito? The reason you've probably never heard of these guys is because they're brand new to the soccer game, and the Scudetta is one of their first ever cleats. So I'm out here today to find out, 1, what's so special about it, and 2, if it stacks up against its competition. Let's get started. If you haven't already, take a second to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we release a new video. First, let's talk about the brand itself, because they're actually doing something quite unique in the world of soccer cleats. Almost every part of this cleat is made with bio-based sustainable materials, which come from things like corn waste, wood fibers, sugarcane, bamboo, and castor beans. And the cleats are 100% vegan, meaning that even though the soft and malleable upper material feels like leather, it's actually a very, very good bio-based imitation. And that sounds great, but before we get too carried away, while the brand is doing everything that they can to reduce their carbon footprint with innovative materials, the cleats aren't actually 100% bio. Yet. It is something that they're working towards, and even the plastic used on these cleats is made from recycled water bottles. But I think it's important that you guys know that it's not quite the perfect zero-emission soccer cleat just yet. So with this being a completely new cleat from a new brand, the first thing you're probably wondering is how they fit. Like the majority of speed cleats, the Scudetta is narrow-fitting, and although the forefoot of the upper is impressively soft, the non-stretch knitted midfoot means that there isn't a lot of give through that section, which is a good thing if you value a really sculpted, form-hugging fit. Just be aware that the sizing runs slightly smaller than other brands, so it might be a good idea to measure your foot against this Sokito sizing chart for the best reference. The overall shape of this cleat is really low profile, and this shallow toe box means that you're going to get a really responsive, close to the ball feeling when you're controlling the ball. For me, there's nothing worse than feeling that there's dead space around the front of your foot, so I'm loving this snug fit that makes you feel like you're in full control at all times. In the heel, you get a nice memory foam padding that helps to lock your foot in place and adds to that really snug, responsive fit. Finally, the glove-like fit is completed by this compression knit structure around the ankle section. It's a nice low-profile design that's tight enough to give you that form-hugging fit without any irritation or rubbing. On the tongue, you get a pretty traditional shape made from a super soft and thin suede-like microfiber material, which includes some ventilation holes and a dual lace hole setup that's going to stop the tongue from sliding to one side while you're playing. Let's talk about the all-important touch on the ball now, because this is something that a lot of newcomers to the soccer cleat game often struggle to get right. But I'm happy to say that that's not the case here. Supremely soft yet thin, this new upper is seriously one of the best faux leather materials I've ever felt on a soccer cleat. And that's saying something, considering almost all the bigger brands are also attempting it. Although it's got this plush, soft, leather-like feeling, the thin minimal execution means that it still behaves very much like a speed cleat. There's also a very subtle grip texture across the upper design to aid your touch and make the upper package a little less slippy when playing in wet conditions. Taking a look at the outsole now, here we get a lightweight platform that wraps into an external heel counter to again give you a really secure, locked-in fit. You also get a nice responsive snapback in the forefoot that's going to make you feel a little bit more explosive on takeoff thanks to this rigid internal lasting board. In terms of stud shape, you get these bladed forefoot studs that are laid out in a kind of wave pattern, which has been designed with forefoot pivoting and directional changes in mind. With this layout, you get a nice even underfoot feeling that grips to the playing surface really well in all directions. The actual studs themselves do feel slightly longer than other FG cleats, making them great for natural grass surfaces, but unfortunately, they don't come in an artificial ground version just yet. At just 6.4 ounces, the Scudetta is on par with some of the lightest cleats on the planet. And when you get them on foot, they feel like exactly that. With that super thin upper combined with the minimal outsole, the Scudetta actually somehow feels lighter on foot as well. At $200, the Scudetta is also less expensive than most premium speed cleats. So if you're on a budget but still looking for a high-performance, ultra-comfortable speed cleat that competes with, and in some cases outperforms some of the best on the market, the Scudetta could be your answer. So they're lighter, comfier, less expensive, and made from biomaterials? There's got to be a catch, right? Nope. I can confirm that the Scudetta is the real deal and should seriously be considered when you're looking for your next pair of cleats. Get in the comments and let me know what you think of this new addition to the speed cleat game. And if you want to own a pair of the new Scudettas, you can check them out now at SOCCER.COM. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the review. I'm Sam, and I'll see you next time.